In 1505, Francisco de Almeida he was the first Portuguese governor. He made a first governor to send to India. இந்தியாவுக்கு அவரை கவர்னராக அனுப்புகிறாங்க. Can you able to follow? In 1505, okay, this Francisco de Almeida was sent as the governor. நீ போயிட்டு அங்கே இந்தியாவில் இருக்கிற அங்கே ட்ரேடிங் சென்டர்ஸ்க்கு நீ கவர்னராக இரு, போர்ச்சுகீஸ் ட்ரேடிங் சென்டர்ஸ்க்குன்னு சொல்லிட்டு they sent this Francisco de Almeida and he followed a policy. It was called as a blue water policy. This is very important, children. Blue water policy. They will ask you the short answers. They will ask you the short answer. What is blue water policy? For that you have to say that the policy which was followed by Francisco de Almeida, he was the first governor to India for the Portuguese settlement. Understand, that policy was called as blue water policy. Understand, he followed the blue water policy and he did not occupied this. Many other peoples also came to India for the trade routes, and that's the Arabs, then Greeks, then from Egypt. From Egypt they came here, and Turkey also. Turkey. These people also wanted to have trade with India. Trade with India. Understand? But this Francisco de Almeida, he said, no, only the Portuguese should have trade rights in India. You should not occupy any places. You should not come for trade rights. Abdin, he said. Understand? So, there was a naval battle between the Muslims and Portuguese. Muslims na yaru? The Greeks, Muslims. Understand? And the Arabs, they were Muslims. And in Egypt also, Muslims. In Turkey, Muslims. So all the Muslims, they joined together, they attacked the Portuguese. Understand? So on the side, this Francisco de Almeida's son of Francisco de Almeida, he fought with the Muslims, the people of Arabs, Egypt and Turkey. But in this war, the Portuguese got defeat and the Muslims got victory. And the son of Portuguese, the Francisco de Almeida, he was died. The son of Francisco de Almeida was died in the naval battle. It between the Muslims, the country Egypt, Turkey and the Arabs. Understand? So the Muslims got victory and the Portuguese, they got failure. They were defeated and the son of Francisco de Almeida was put to death. Okay. Then again Francisco de Almeida, he was sad and he got a revenge to defeat the Muslims. So for that he again attacked these Muslims in the place fought near Chaul. This was a place. Chaul அப்படின்றது ஒரு place. In this place again this Francisco de Almeida fought this Muslims. So there was a war between them. In this war, the Portuguese Almeida got defeat and the Muslims were defeated. Understand? So what are all the places the Muslims they occupied? They were came towards the Portuguese. So Francisco de Almeida, he got Dayu and many Dayu, Daman, and so he occupied all these places. I will show in the map. here is Dayu, and here Daman. So these places came under the control of the Portuguese. Francisco de Almeida, he got powers. Can you able to follow, children? Okay. Then by this, all the other countries of the Europe, they said, oh, Portuguese kitta ivlo naval power irukku. They got much power. The supremacy of the naval power, it went to the side of the Portuguese. Next, another person, Alfonso de Albuquerque. He came to India. After this, Almeida, this Francisco de Almeida, after him, another next person, he came. His name was Alfonso de Albuquerque. Alfonso de, I'll write it here, children. You can't able to see that. Alfonso de Albuquerque. He came as a governor to India as a for the Portuguese settlement. Understand? He got Goa from the Bijapur Sultan. He also got many places. Bijapur Sultan, and he the Ormuz from the Persian Gulf. He got this place, and and also this Albuquerque only the main founder of the Portuguese settlement in India. Abdinte they will say. Why abdin keta? He told the Portuguese, anga Portugal lande the soldiers, sailors alla vandinga nalla settle aitanga. They spread all over India. So he forced the Portuguese men to marry Indian women. So Indian women marriage பண்ணதுனால அவங்க கிட்ட இருந்த places எல்லாம் they went back to this Albuquerque. Many places the Portuguese they got in India. Understand? Many places they got. Next யார் வந்தா அப்படின்னு சொன்னா, and he got a relationship with the Vijayanagar Empire also. And next to Alfonso de Albuquerque, another man, his name was Nino de Cunha. Nino de Cunha. He came as a governor. Next governor அவர் வந்தார். He came to India as a Portuguese settlement. He conquered this Cochin, then Kannanur, then Goa. Understand? Many settlements he got. And Bassein. If you have the book, you can see, ma. Then only it will be easy for you. Okay, then the same place, Dayu, Daman, then Hooghly, many places. This Nino de Cunha, he was the governor. During his period, he again got back all the trading centers from other kings, and he got many places in this. And the Portuguese, they are the Roman Catholic people. Understand? They are a Roman Catholic people, and they started to spread Catholicism in India. Many Indians, they started to follow. They accepted the Catholic religion in India. And another important thing is they cultivated tobacco. டொபாக்கோனா என்ன தெரியுமா உங்களுக்கு? டொபாக்கோ இஸ் புகையிலை சொல்கிறோம்ல, அந்த டொபாக்கோவை ஃபஸ்ட்டு இந்தியாவில் கல்டிவேட் பண்ணது யாருன்னு கேட்டால் திஸ் போர்ச்சுகீஸ் ஒன்லி, த போர்ச்சுகீஸ் பீப்புள். தே ஒன்லி என்ன திஸ் இன்வென்டட் திஸ் டொபாக்கோ இன் இந்தியா, கல்டிவேட்டட் த டொபாக்கோ இன் இந்தியா. Another important thing is many medicinal plants also they cultivated in India. Medicinal plants also they cultivated in India. Okay, so afterwards slowly and another important thing is they started the printing press. This is very important. Printing press. Note it down, children. In 15 56. நம்ம இப்போ நோட்டெல்லாம் நம்ம அச்சடிக்கிறோம்ல, இந்த பிரிண்டிங் ப்ரெஸ் சொல்கிறோம்ல, this printing press was first founded by this Portuguese only in the year 1556. Have you all understand, children? This is very important. Note it down. And this after this coming up of the Dutch, next in the Portugal they settle ஆயிட்டு இருந்தாங்க trading centersல, they had the trade routes and they got the trade exports and imports. நம்ம இந்தியா கூட அதர் ஏஷியன் கண்ட்ரிஸ் கூடலாம் பண்ணிட்டு இருந்தாங்க. நெக்ஸ்ட் this Portuguese people, next people யார் வந்தான்னு கேட்டாங்கன்னா the Dutch people, they came to India. Understand? Next, shall I rub this board? Have you all understood this? Okay. Next we'll go to next to Portuguese, the another people, the another European country who came to India was the Dutch. You have to remember the names, children. Side by side you have to write in your classwork notebook. Then only it will be easy for you to learn, or else it is very difficult to pronounce. Miss சொல்லும் போதே நீங்களும் pronounce பண்ணுங்க, then only it is easy. Next யார் வந்தது பார்த்தோம்? Dutch people. First who came? We saw Portuguese. Then now the Dutch people, they started the United East India Company. United East India Company in the year 1602. They came to India and they started to have trade rights in India, trade settlement in India. And they came from Netherlands. The Dutch எங்க இருந்து வந்தவங்க? Netherlands. They came from Netherlands and they got the trading rights in Masulipatinam. They found their first factory in Masulipatinam in the year 1605. This Masulipatinam is in Andhra Pradesh. It is in Andhra Pradesh. Understand, Masulipatinam. They started the trading center in Masulipatinam. Then they wanted to occupy the Spice Island. Indonesia, Malaysia, அங்கெல்லாம் வந்து நிறைய spice. Those islands all together, they are called as Spice Island. Understand? So they wanted to occupy, they concentrated more on Indonesia. Indonesia is called as a Spice Island. So they gave, their attention is mostly on Spice Island and they don't want to be in India. So they gave all the settlements to, next to them, the British. British you can say, or English. Understand? British. And before that we will see what are the places they occupied in India. Masulipatinam they occupied and Nagapattinam. Nagapattinam கேள்விப்பட்டிருக்கீங்களா? In Chennai, Tamil Nadu irukku Nagapattinam. Understand? Nagapattinam was occupied by the Dutch people. Understand? And Pulicat. நம்ம பழவேற்காடு சொல்றோம்ல, that is called as Pulicat. Understand? So Pulicat also occupied by the Dutch people as a trading center. First the Pulicat was the headquartera irundhudu. Then afterwards they translated the headquarters to Nagapattinam. Understand? Then what we will see, the trading route la என்னெல்லாம் அவங்க வச்சுக்கிட்டாங்கன்னா, what are all they trade அப்படின்னு பார்த்தா, silk they trade silk. What are all the item? Cotton, indigo, rice and opium. Opium is a drug சொல்றோம்ல, அதுதான் opium. Understand? So they trade, they had the trade rights, this silk, cotton, indigo, rice, and these are the important. Other items also they exported and they import, but these are all the important items. This Dutch people, they have the trading rights. Understand? And another thing is black pepper. What is pepper, children? not paper, pepper. What is pepper? Say, somebody is saying pepper is மிளகு சொல்கிறோம்ல. Pepper they started to have the rights, trading right. Pepper trade பண்ணலாம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு, and they occupied many places, Pulicat, Nagapatnam and Surat, then Chinsura, Kazim Bazar, Patna, many places. And so on. If you have your book with you, you can take page number 5. You can see many places. Understand? So these are all the Dutch places, Dutch occupation in these places. And another important thing, the Dutch at that time the British came to India to have the trade rights. So there was a clash between the British and the Dutch. The Dutch people, they killed 10 British men. 10 British men சாகடிச்சிட்டாங்க, கொலை பண்ணிட்டாங்க. Understand? So the British got angry and much naval it came from Great Britain and they defeated the Dutch, and the British they occupied many places of the Dutch settlement. Understand? Okay. Next we'll pass on to in Tamil Nadu also the Dutch people they occupied some places. They built a fort in Pulicat, and diamonds also they got the trade rights of diamond. Diamonds also they have trade. Understand? And next, have you all understand, children? The first, the Britishers among the European countries, the Portuguese, they came and settled in India. They have the trading rights, many settlement trading centers they got. Next, அவங்களுக்கு அப்புறம் யார் வந்தது? The Dutch people. Understand? அவங்க எங்கேருந்து வந்தாங்க? From Netherlands they came, and in 1602 they founded the United East India Company, and they occupied many places, Masulipatinam, and in 1605 then Surat, Chinsura, Patna, then Nagapatnam, Pulicat, many places they occupied. And first they had the headquarters in Pulicat, then afterwards they transfer the headquarter to Nagapatnam. Understand? And they concentrated more on Spice Island only, and they have the trade rights to have trade silk, cotton, indigo, rice, opium, black pepper, and even diamond also they got trade. And there was a clash between British and the Dutch, and the Dutch people they killed 10 British men, and there was a revenge of British, and they entered into India, and all many Dutch places, the Dutch trading centers, they handed over to British. Understand? Okay, we'll pass on to next, the British East India Company.